Hi guys, welcome back to On the Fence. Premier League preview for week 5 or round 5 of fixtures. Just going to go through this really quickly with Jay and Joe.
Hello.
Hi guys.
The links in for their Twitters are down below as well, as is mine, if anybody's interested. So we're just going to go straight into the fixtures. We're going to start with the early kickoff on Saturday, which is Tottenham versus Liverpool at Wembley Stadium. Looks like this one's going to be probably one of the games of the season. Not really being biased to that. Of course, that's Tottenham as well. Two great teams coming up against each other. After the international break, hopefully both these sides will come into their own. You might start seeing the better football that they can play this throughout the season, this part of the season. What do you think of the game?
Who?
Either of you.
I think draw is what I think.
Yeah.
I think similar. I'd say similar expectations, but I think Liverpool have got more chance of meeting the expectations. I don't think Tottenham are going to challenge for the league this season.
Yeah.
I think they'll get top 4 comfortably, but I can't even challenge them, whereas I think Hughes will.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know.
To be honest,
that's the start of the season quite well. I know Tottenham had that bad result, didn't they, against Watford?
Yeah.
But they still got the quality to at least get a result against, especially at Wembley.
Okay, I'll admit I did set you up there really poorly. What I was because I lost my way, completely lost
Didn't
my
really
way.
know where to go with that one.
No, I know. To be honest, yeah, just set you up poorly. To be honest, Joe, I'm not very confident about this game if I'm completely honest, just because Liverpool historically we don't come back from the international break very well, and also Tottenham are probably the only team that from last season anyway that have really dismantle Liverpool. I know City did, but in that game that they beat us 5-0, Liverpool did have chances to go on and get the first goal or the second goal. But in the game at Wembley last season, Tottenham absolutely destroyed us. So what do you think going into the game for both sides' chances?
Well, going in, Tottenham have got 2 first-team players out injured with Lloris and Dele Alli. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Well, what?
Yeah,
he's out. Yeah, he was out for.
7-0.
Yeah, he was out for the Watford game as well.
Was he?
Before the international break. I think he's out. It's been confirmed that he's going to be out for a few weeks with a thigh injury, if I'm correct.
Yeah, thigh injury. All right.
and Dele Alli is injured as well. I think he went off throughout one of the England games.
All right.
Did he? I don't know. Didn't watch him.
Didn't watch anything.
Who gives a fuck?
So
it's not a World Cup.
But then Tottenham should have Son back.
Yep.
After his his international holidays.
Did they win? Did Korea win?
They won. Otherwise, he would have been crawling through mud, shouting "Help! Help! Help!"
Okay, moving on from Kim Jong-il and his fucking tirade.
There was a bit of an awkward gap in when I finished there.
Yeah, there was, mate. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I'm just going to admit, yes, there was. So what are your score predictions? I'll start with you, Joe.
Jurgen Klopp hasn't got a good record at Wembley.
I didn't
recall. I know. I'm just putting some statistics about the place.
Fucking else. There's your stat man here. Forget stat man Dave. You've got fucking Joe.
But I'm not a cunt. I fancy a draw, but I'll say 1-1.
Okay, Jay.
1-1.
I was also going to go for 1-1, to be fair.
To be honest, I can't see either team blowing the other away. Liverpool haven't really started that well to the season. But on the flip side, Tottenham have already lost a game. You can't really read too much into that, to be honest. I mean, I'm hoping for a win for Liverpool. I'm going to say a win because, why wouldn't you? I'm going to say maybe a 3-1 to Liverpool. But that's going to have to be if Liverpool are at their best and Tottenham aren't necessarily at their best, because at the best, both sides will just cancel each other out and they'll counter-attack each other all day. And you're probably, if both sides are completely on it, you're probably going to see like a really high score draw. However, I'll go more with my heart than my head and say 3-1 to Liverpool. We'll move on to the next game. Manchester City at home to Fulham. 3 o'clock kickoff on Saturday. Fulham started a bit up and down, really, haven't they? I think they've won a couple, and I know they lost the one in particular.
They've won one, drew two, or just try and find it. Well, they blew a 2-goal lead last time out against Brighton away.
Yeah. Which, to be honest, wouldn't fill you with a lot of confidence going into a big game against the champions. Away at the Etihad. City probably in this game are going to look to keep themselves rolling there, keep that momentum going, aren't they, Jay?
Yeah, who did City play last time?
Newcastle.
Oh yeah, they won, didn't they?
Yeah, to be fair, they were quite frustrated by Rafa's Newcastle. However, I wouldn't see Fulham going to the Etihad and trying to park the bus as such. I think Fulham are going to try and go there and play football.
If maybe they do, they'll get battered.
Yeah, I agree. To be honest, I think to be honest, even if they were to sit back and defend for their lives, I don't think they've got it in them to do that. So they're going to have to use the best form of defense, which is attack. Will it get the job done? Who knows? Probably not, obviously. To be honest, I'm gonna go with a 4-1 win for Manchester City. Jay, what do you think? What are your predictions?
It depends on whether Fulham park the bus or whether they do try and play. I think if they try and play, then I'd go for a 5-0 to City.
Yeah.
And I think if they try and park the bus, I'd go for a 4-0 to City.
I thought you were going to say 5-0 again. If they park the bus, 5-0. If they don't, 5-0. Joe, what do you think, mate?
3-1, Man City.
No one going for a Fulham win? Interesting.
No.
You tried to make the point of it, and then you thought, fuck that.
What's the point?
Yeah, so looks like City are probably going to get back to winning ways. Well, not back to winning ways as such, but like I said, to keep that momentum going, to try and obviously push themselves, because they know that one of Liverpool or City or both are going to slip up and drop points this weekend. So they're going to be right on the attack to hopefully put themselves back on the top of the table. Although it doesn't really mean much, does it? For 5 games in. We'll move on. Bournemouth versus Leicester at the Vitality Stadium.
Could be a good game, though.
I know, yeah. Two sides who, to be honest, as much as Claude Puel is a defensive first manager, I do like the way Leicester play. Coming up against Bournemouth, who've got a late goal in them, or two. So, yeah, like you said, it's going to be a really interesting game. We'll start then with you, Jay, since you're so eager to watch this game. What do you think?
I just think it'll be a good game. We don't know much about either team, to be honest. No, I'd go for probably out of 2. I think Bournemouth will get the win.
Yeah.
But that's just because I like Bournemouth. They're like me second team, Bournemouth, at the minute. They're the team I keep an eye out for every week.
Yeah. I like the little the story of like the little stadium, little budget. Eddie Howe doing great work with them.
I didn't know how small their stadium was.
Yeah, isn't it about 15,000 or something like that?
I don't even think it's that.
Yeah,
I think it's 12.
Is it 12?
Every one of us checking the Vitality Stadium capacity.
No,
Dean Court, I found it.
I'm going to do it.
11,360.
That's madness. Because I remember when QPR were in the league a few years ago, and I'm sure there was talk of them having to upgrade the stadium to be compliant with the rules of the Premier League, that you had to have a certain capacity stadium. But I don't know if that's bollocks, to be honest.
I remember something about it, but theirs is 18,000.
Theirs is bigger than Bournemouth, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it was QPR though. I don't know who it was, but it was definitely. Wasn't it something to do with European football? It was someone who played in Europe, I think.
It could have been, yeah, maybe. I'm not too sure on that. If anyone knows, let us know in the comments. But I doubt you will. We'll move on. Well, no, we won't move on. Joe, what's your score prediction for this game, or have you got any other thoughts?
Well, both teams lost last time out.
Yeah.
Do you reckon they've had decent starts?
Yeah, I think Bournemouth have had a good start. I think very good start actually. Leicester's been a bit indifferent, but they've played Manchester United first game. They've played Liverpool as well. So they're games that you probably expect to lose. But other than that, they've had a good time of it. Other than that, haven't they?
Yeah, and I fancy them to finish in similar positions at the end of the season. So I'm going to say a score draw 2-2.
Right. Okay. Jay, what do you think, mate?
Before I go on, Joe, I'm fairly certain you said 2-2 for every Bournemouth game this season.
Well, I didn't say it for
2-1 for them.
I didn't say it for Everton.
I said it for Everton.
I said 3-2 Everton, which should have been a fucking case. Moving on.
I'm gonna go for 2-1 Bournemouth.
Okay. Probably going to be a late goal in this game for either side. I'm not too sure who, but yeah, I'm going to go 2-1 Leicester. I'm going against the green. As much as I like Bournemouth, I think Leicester might just have a bit too much in the end for Bournemouth. But I wouldn't be surprised if it was a score draw as well. To be honest, we'll move on to quite one. Sorry, mate. Go on.
Jamie Vardy's back for this game as well.
Yeah, that might be a deciding factor for this game. But just as equally, Callum Wilson on the other end, and Josh King, they can provide a difference as well, can't they?
Did you know Josh King was Norwegian?
Yeah, I did actually. I thought he was English for a while. He was at Man United, wasn't it?
I thought he was Welsh for some reason.
Welsh.
Yeah. Am I thinking of Andy King? Is he Welsh?
He's Welsh, yeah.
So
another player in this game as well. He played. Well, no. Who's he at now? Oh, I'm gone.
He was at Leicester.
I'm not sure if he went to Swansea or is he somewhere else. Could be a Huddersfield or something like that. Again, if anyone knows, let us know in the comments.
No, he's still there. Still at Leicester.
Is he? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Who was I thinking of then? Oh no, it doesn't matter. It's gonna bug me. Okay, yeah. So we move. What?
He's on loan.
To who?
Did he go on loan to Swansea? Hang on. Yeah, he went on loan to Swansea. He's back now. He's back at Leicester. Quality
entertainment, this, isn't it? Right, we'll move on to St James's Park, which is going to see Newcastle face Arsenal. Quite an intriguing game since Newcastle are the home team. Maybe they might attack for once. Who knows? But we all look at United. We all look at Newcastle and Arsenal, and I do anyway. Think of the 4-4 a few years ago.
Tiote.
Yep. R.I.P.
Boom.
Sadly passed away, didn't he?
He did, yeah. But that goal was a fantastic one. Like I said, rest in peace to
Joey Barton in that game as well. Had a good game.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. So this game hopefully will provide a cracker. If anything else, because all the other games this weekend look quite boring. So, what do you think, Jay? What do you think?
I think Newcastle will get the win.
I hope so.
I do. Don't know why you hope so. Arsenal aren't going to be anywhere near.
To be honest, I just like it when like only when Liverpool playing is the opposite. But I like it when the underdogs win. You know what I mean? I like it when the team that no one fancies goes and gets a result.
I can see I can see Newcastle getting the win. I just think that it's the sort of game Arsenal bottle this, isn't it?
Yeah.
And even against Cardiff, Cardiff got opportunity against them, and I just think they're more likely to take them. I think Rondon's looked all right, Andy, since he signed for them.
The only thing I'd say to that is that Cardiff got quite a few opportunities against Newcastle as well. They didn't put them away, but they got a few against Newcastle as well. So this hopefully, if it does go the way we think, then both sides are going to be quite open, aren't they?
I think most Arsenal games will be entertaining this season because they look terrible at the back, but they can score goals.
Yeah, it's like they're just figuring out how to play with each other. Not like that, but. Defensively they're all over the place, and maybe Newcastle can maybe be the boost for Newcastle if they can get a result in this game. Of course, at St James's Park, the fans are going to be loud as usual. They're going to want to get a win because they haven't. I'm not sure if they've won a game yet this season. Let me just check very quickly. No, see, they haven't won a game yet. They've lost 3 and drew 1. So they're going to want to.
They've had a bastard start, haven't they?
They've had the way. Probably.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Chelsea, Man City, Tottenham.
Am I right in saying that this is the end of
4
them?
games?
This is the end of the bad start.
I'll have a quick check.
Palace away next week.
Yeah, Palace away.
Still a tough game.
Yeah. Then after that, it's Leicester
at home.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Hopefully, they probably see this one as the last of the shit games because all the other sides are beatable as well. But look, Arsenal are beatable too, aren't they, Joe?
Yeah. They are. They've looked very. You shocked me there a bit because I was reading something.
Sorry.
It's okay. Just warn me next time, please. I've lost my track of thought now. Ask me the question again.
I forgot.
It's been the worst podcast we've done.
I was just saying that Arsenal are vulnerable, aren't they? I think that's what I was saying.
Yeah. I think we've said previously that if they continue playing Pitchcheck,
I was just saying that. What?
That just went over me there.
Sorry, go on, keep going.
No, it spoke over me, but it was whatever.
It was the video. I was starting the video because I was watching it.
If they continue Arsenal playing out from the back with Pitchcheck and goal, there's got to be a shit show all season.
Yeah.
And we've said that on previous podcasts, which you can go and check out.
Mm-hmm. In the channel.
Not on the back of this video anymore.
Yeah, no.
Well, what do you want me to say now?
Well, I was going to just cut straight dead quickly to the comments because Moataz Metro said, "Sup my sexy dudes." I think he must have been talking to me. And he also said Fulham 1, City 1, although it should be the other way around because City the home team. What do you think about that?
That's it, Danny. Annoy our only viewer.
Yeah. Fulham, he thinks City and Fulham will only get a draw. What do you think?
Well, that's his opinion.
No, I'm just saying. Do you think he's got a lot of that can happen, or do you think otherwise?
Why does he think it's gonna happen?
Who?
Do you know the viewer that you've just been talking about?
Well, I don't know. I've asked him. I mean, any of you think that's plausible?
I'm asking him.
The train sounding fella. Metro.
Okay, right. We're just gonna move on. Jay, what's your score prediction for this game, mate?
Fucking hell, it was going well, wasn't it?
It started well.
Oh, let's get back on track.
Yeah, Newcastle Arsenal predictions. Jay, score prediction.
It's gone off the rails. This.
The funny thing is, this video is titled "Things Get Serious," and it's fucking happened. I didn't mean for the video, but Newcastle Arsenal. Jay, score prediction.
It's 2-1 Newcastle.
Put the bottle down and tell me a score. 2-1 Newcastle, yeah?
Yeah, 2-1 Newcastle.
Okay. Joe, what? I was going to call you Rondon then, Joe. Joe, what's your prediction?
I fancy Arsenal to win 3-2.
3-2.
I think that they're still awful at the back, which proved against Cardiff on set pieces as well. But, if Aubameyang and Lacazette continue to start, Arsenal have got a really good attacking line there.
Yeah, it can get them out of trouble, can't it? Especially against a team like Newcastle.
Yeah.
But, of course, Rafa can make Newcastle quite hard to beat at times. That's why this game's going to be quite intriguing to watch. Might not be the best of games if Newcastle play the way they've played in the past few games. But one thing to note is if they come out and play the way they did against Tottenham, first game of the season, this will be a really interesting game, I think. And I'll probably go for the 2-1 Newcastle win as well.
Yeah. Plus, Arsenal are one of them teams where you line up, you're not sure if you want to go defensive or straight out attack against them. So, if Newcastle go at them, they've got a chance of getting something rather than sitting back and not putting pressure on that back line.
Yeah, exactly. Because this Arsenal team are obviously already going to feel the pressure from their own fans, from the club. All them things are a possibility. They're all factors in this, and then especially they're away at St James's Park. So put them under pressure first 10 minutes, see what happens. It's a game of football at the end of the day, isn't it? Anyone can win, anyone can lose. So that's all Newcastle need to do is just get under Arsenal's skin, and maybe they can get something from the game. Shelby, I'm not too sure, to be honest. I probably should have done my research actually, but I didn't.
I'm not surprised you didn't get in touch with us. I don't know if we were doing it till 20 minutes beforehand.
It's gone downhill, hasn't it? Huddersfield Palace. Anyway, we'll move on because I haven't got a clue about Shelby. Huddersfield Palace. Highlight of the weekend, obviously. Joe,
I'm sick of fucking Huddersfield already.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just can't be arsed with them for the rest of this season. I think they're a bunch of twats, boring. I hope they go down, and I hope Palace draw against them.
Them 2 weeks not do you any favours, no, Joe. Still not
God.
over it.
That result against them last time out for us was so frustrating.
The worst game of football I've ever been to.
Okay, Huddersfield at home. Crystal Palace have got the ability to twat them. I think Sahar's back now. Danny?
Yeah, I'm here.
When you go quiet, you scare me.
Well, you don't want me to hold your hand, do you?
No, I think Sahar's back for this weekend.
Yeah.
And if he plays, who are you talking to?
I'm just letting you know I'm here, mate.
Sahar's back, so I fancy Palace to win 2-1.
Thanks. Jay, what's your thoughts?
Who's at home?
Huddersfield at home.
Palace.
What?
Palace will win.
Okay.
They're better away from home, aren't they? Than they are.
They're a good counter-attacking side. That's one thing that I noticed when we played them. Even at home, they're very good at counter-attacking. But what they did well as well is they won the ball back very, very well in the midfield to then put themselves into a base of and also on the counter-attack as well. So they could be a decent side, a decent force, but they've seemed to play very inconsistently so far. That's why I'm not too sure. And for Huddersfield personally, their home games are vital for them. So this is like as early as we are into the season, this is going to be like a cup final for them because they're going to need to start getting some points on the board. Otherwise, they're going to be in really big trouble.
Patrick Van Aan also scored, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to go for a 1-1. To be honest, I'm not really too sure if either side can get the win. Zaha's going to be a big plus in this game for Palace if he plays. And to be honest, if he plays and plays well, I can see Palace winning it. But for now, I'm just going to say a 1-1. We'll move on. Chelsea, Cardiff at Stamford Bridge. I personally can't see anything else other than a Chelsea win. They've been playing very well. Cardiff don't seem to have any sort of structure in the game. They don't seem to be able to get the foot on the ball, especially against Chelsea. We're going to attack them. They're going to press them. And like I said, Chelsea at home, they've got fantastic players in the squad, no matter what kind of transitional period they're going through. So I'm just going to go with a 3-0 win to Chelsea. No chance for Cardiff, in my opinion, Joe. What do you think?
Exact same thoughts as you. But I'm going to say 3-0 Chelsea. I think Hazard would tear them a new one.
I said 3-0.
Or, did you? Sorry, I didn't hear the prediction.
When you're listening, Joe, no?
I was being quiet.
Doesn't mean you know the Cardiff.
I weren't listening. Is that what you wanted to hear?
It was.
Yeah. Well, okay, I'll go 4-0 Chelsea. Jesus. Hazard would tear them a new one.
Go on. Anything else to add?
No. I think it should be a straightforward win for Chelsea.
Yeah. And yeah, they've just got too much firepower, especially for Cardiff, because Cardiff, we've said this week by week. I mean, of course, West Ham are trying to buck the trend, but we said Cardiff are probably going to be one of the weakest teams in the league. West Ham, at the moment, are proven otherwise. But, Jay, what do you think about this game?
What was that, sorry?
What do you think about Chelsea-Cardiff?
3-0.
3-0.
Cardiff. No, I do. I think 3. No, I don't even think 3-0. That was just because I wanted you to react and flip it, and I said 3-0. I was listening early. Just no, I think if I have to, who are you talking to? I'll smash your fucking head in. If I have to go for anyone,
hey, spoilers.
If I had to go for anyone, I'd go Chelsea, and I'd go Eden Hazard scoring 2, Alvaro Morata scoring 1. And Pedro getting his weekly goal as well. 4-0.
That's one great match. Miss Lyons taught us a lot.
She didn't teach me much, to be honest.
Unfortunately, the same couldn't be said for a mother, could it?
Was it never went? Oh, way.
What was I going to say? No, I was going to actually ask very quickly, very briefly. Is there a case to be made for Eden Hazard to be... Do you think he's one of the best players in the Premier League, or do you think he's the best player in the Premier League? Because I've heard a lot of talk over the past couple of weeks about him. What's your take on what people are saying? Do you think he's made a case for himself enough in the past few years to make himself the best player in the Premier League?
No.
He's a weird one because he should be the best, but I can't see many teams going after him as their first choice.
Yeah. But, how old is he now? 25, 26? And he's still inconsistent.
Older, isn't he?
Or 27. He could be something around them. He's been around for a while, though. When he was a 17-year-old at Lille. He was
27.
27, yeah. So 10 years. 10 years it is since his debut at Lille. And he just hasn't. He's played. Look, he's a great player. On the ball, he's fantastic. His movements, second.
I think he's the best player on the ball.
Yeah,
while running with it.
But his numbers aren't great either, are they?
It depends how he affects the team. Is he? I don't watch Chelsea a lot, but if he's not playing, do they play worse or are they better without him? I don't know.
To be honest, this season I haven't really watched Chelsea either, but no, I think a lot of their good play it has come from Hazard at the start of last season, especially when him and Morata linked up. Because I know they were talking about it a lot on the main media channels about how it was always Hazard running beyond Morata more than anyone else. But later on towards the season, he kind of died down a bit more. I don't know. Like you said, it's a weird one, isn't it?
Yeah, I think he's a lot better in the middle, behind the striker, instead of stuck out on the left wing or right wing.
That's the thing.
I don't think he's got that that pace to get wild and get in the box. But if he's running at people with 3 or 4 players running after him, I think he's the best at doing that.
I just think there's definitely a strong case for the latter, meaning he's probably not the best player, because we've seen a lot of different players now coming into the Premier League and then in their first season or their second season completely blow them out the water and get better goal returns, assists, or just be all round better. De Bruyne and Salah are two of them players. David Silva, he's been around for ages, but you're just looking at Jay Onion and just thinking, when's he going to have his season where he's going to really hit the heights that everyone's expecting of him?
I think that there's at least 3 in the Prem who are better than him.
Yeah.
So I'd go for De Bruyne for starters. He's better than him.
Yeah.
De Gea, people might not like it because he's a goalie, but he's better than him.
There's more value to David De Gea in a team than there is as an Hazard, isn't
it? He is, exactly. So then Silva, I think, more consistent, like you just said, over the years, he's been better than him.
He's been fantastic, hasn't he?
Harry Kane, the last 3 seasons.
Exactly. Similar to De Gea, different position, but he's more valuable, isn't he?
Exactly. To be honest, and I think I said this to you the other day on the phone, I'd rather have Sadio Mane in my team than Eden Hazard.
Yeah, I remember that you did, because I made sure I took a video of that. But exactly, it's someone who affects the football match. But again, Sadio Mane's numbers last season were way better than Eden Hazard's numbers, and that's the thing, because he's always a great player and prospect, but he never delivers them numbers. Anyway,
glorified Kevin Morales.
Yeah,
he has more moments of brilliance, and then the rest of the time he's sulks around like a stroppy little teenager.
Yeah, he's very erratic, isn't he?
But before we move on, I saw a video on Twitter the other day of Juan Mata in the 2012-13 season. And I'm just reading his stats from that season now. Guess how many assists he had in all competitions?
23.
Okay. Danny? No, Danny?
27.
35.
I was closer.
Really?
Yeah, and he scored 19 goals.
Was that the Europa League season?
Yeah.
He played. He played 6 games in the Champions League as well.
Yeah.
8 in the Europa League, 6 in the FA Cup, 5 in the League Cup, 2 in the Club World Cup, Super Cup, and Community Shield.
That's crazy. That's
not that many games.
As much as he plays for United, and I could never love a player from Man United. He's one of them players that I look at and think, fucking hell, if we had someone like him, you know what I mean? I just absolutely, I'd love him.
What a player! I remember we played Chelsea that season at home, and it was one of the best performances I've ever seen from a football player.
Yeah, he's just mercurial, isn't he?
It's
a great word, isn't it?
Yeah. Moving on. I think he wore mercurials as well.
Yeah, nice mercurials, yeah, he did. Or hypervenoms, one of the two. Yeah, we'll move on because we had a weird little tangent then about Eden Hazard. I just wanted to get that off my chest and see what you thought. Moving on to, speaking of Mata, we'll move on to Manchester United. Away at Watford, Vicarage Road. Last time out we saw Watford beat Tottenham. They played very well against Tottenham. They outmuscled them. And they were just the first to every ball, really, against them. Coming up against Man United, who've not had a great time themselves. Last time out, they beat Burnley 2-0. Big test for them, this one, I think, Jay. What do you think?
A big test, but I think...
What day is this on? Is this on the Saturday?
This is the late kickoff on Saturday.
I think that... Does it matter, Joe? Does that affect the results?
Well, I want to know who I'd be watching tomorrow, for fuck's sake.
All right, mate. Bloody hell. It's not tomorrow, is it?
Tomorrow's Friday.
Well, Saturday then.
Tomorrow you'll be watching me Megya and score lots of goals in 5-a-side.
Whatever, mate.
Or probably fall over the ball, which is more likely. Go on, carry on, Jay.
Anyway, yeah, Joe, I've seen you play five aside. You let me down the one time I've watched you. You know what? You know what you did. I was there for about 5 minutes and I think you conceded 4 goals.
I know, he always lets him in, doesn't he, post?
Is that when a lad of ours headed the ball inside our own box?
It was, yeah.
A penalty.
That was the one, yeah. And
Yeah.
you didn't save the pen, which most top goalies would. But anyway, moving on.
Okay.
I'd go for probably. I think United will win this one. I think it'll be a test, but I think they've probably got most of the players back now, haven't they, after the World Cup and everything.
Yeah.
And then apart from Luke Shaw's injured, isn't he?
Is he?
Yeah, he went
nearly
off
died.
with the head clash, didn't
He nearly died.
He did. I thought he was dead at one point, but no, he's alive now. And,
He's alive now.
Yeah,
he resuscitated him, took him to A&E. He's alright.
He's not going to be playing though, so they'll probably have Ashley Young left back.
Yeah.
To be honest, this time, in this game last season, this exact fixture, Ashley Young scored 2 best belt and free kicks. I was going to say.
Don't even remember it, but I think Lukaku will bully their back four tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he will, and I think Rashford will score as well.
Okay.
Who was it? Someone said, who was it who said that he's going to move on? Was it Carragher? Said he's going to move on from United.
Yeah, Carragher always says this about Rashford, and I understand his point, but I think he's more having a dig at Man United than it really, caring about Rashford's career, because Rashford could really make himself, a starting player at United. I think it all comes under the management, to be fair, doesn't it?
I think it's weird as well, because when he came into the team, he was sort of playing down the middle, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And then I think because he's got similar to whatever, and if you've got a little bit of pace about you, just get shoved out on the left.
Well, that's the way Mourinho likes to do it, doesn't he? Look, when he had Drogba and Malou, no, he didn't. He had Anelka, sorry. He moved Anelka out to the left, and Anelka was an out-and-out striker, wasn't he? Do you know what I mean? He was in a similar mould to Drogba, but because Drogba was the better finisher, the better all-round striker, Anelka was moved out wide. We've seen it with Martial now as well. Arguably, he's more dangerous down the middle, and he's been pushed out wide, and it's kind of pushed his nose out of joint as well, hasn't it? And that's similarly what we're seeing with Rashford.
Which is weird as well, because he doesn't play Martial now, does he? And I think Martial's probably the better wide option of the two.
Well, they fell out, haven't they? That's why, because Martial's basically said that he loves United, but he doesn't trust Mourinho. He doesn't want to play under Mourinho, and basically he's either going to want to leave or he's waiting for his chance under a different manager, which is quite interesting.
He'll leave.
Yeah.
Who do you reckon he would go to?
Martial.
If he was to go.
I'd see Tottenham.
I can't see Tottenham spending money like that on him.
It depends how much United are going to want for him, because I can see the owners wanting big money for him, but he hasn't really played much and he hasn't impressed that well. Although it's like, you look at Lucas Moura, he didn't really have a great season when Pochettino bought him, but because Pochettino liked him and probably knew he could get the best out of him, that's why he paid so much for him. So it could be similar, yeah. I mean, I could see him going to like a Tottenham or an Arsenal. But I doubt Man United would want to sell to someone in our league. So maybe he'd go abroad. If he went anywhere, I'd probably say
Juve,
yeah. I was actually going to say, but then I was thinking more like I was trying to think of a world where Barcelona or Real Madrid would buy him, but they wouldn't.
No, the Juve.
Yeah, Juve. So yeah, what's your score prediction for this game, Jay?
For Watford, you haven't asked Joe.
I know. It's because I spoke to you first, and then I'll ask you for your prediction.
All right. Yeah,
that's how the show works, mate. Don't you fucking watch?
No, don't even listen half the time. I'd go for 2-0 United.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Joe, what do you think?
Yeah, Watford have got an abysmal record against United.
Yeah.
In the Premier League. So I'm gonna go 2-0 United. Watford have no more 100% record. Twats.
Do you know what?
They'll sack the manager.
So yeah, fucking hell, yeah. He won't last.
Big news for United. Phil Jones is out, injured, hamstring.
He got over that one.
To be honest, lads,
Mark Goldbridge
is a nonce.
Will be he's not a nonce. He explains in his latest mean tweets video.
I was 5 minutes into watching. I thought he's so.
No. He is expected to miss out, Phil Jones, with a hamstring injury. So was Fellaini and Luke Shaw.
Yeah. Okay.
Bet you didn't know that.
I love Mark Goldbridge.
Which you love Mark Goldbridge?
Yeah, I wish he'd be my mate.
I know.
I'd rather go on his podcast than this one.
Shut up.
My prediction for Watford, Man United, is 2-1 Watford. To be honest, I'm just hoping for another meltdown from Mourinho. That would make my weekend great, as well as if we could beat Spurs. Gonna move on.
I've noticed your predictions are more in hope than expectation.
Well, to be honest, yeah, but then the other week when Man United were beaten by Brighton, that was more in reality than hope as well. But I see a big weakness with this United side, and I just see a lot of drooped heads when when something doesn't go their way. Very, very sort of characteristic of the manager. When something doesn't go their way, they sort of starts to panic them a little bit, and you can get the heads just drop, don't they? And I can see Watford exploiting this the way they did against Tottenham. Next game, we'll move on to Sunday, 1:30 kickoff. Wolves against Burnley. Joe?
Thank God you only have to watch half of this match.
Joe, are you excited for this game, mate?
No.
Why not?
Would you really be excited about the prospect of watching Burnley?
If I was a Burnley fan, yeah.
Well, you're not a Burnley fan, are you?
No, well, you
I fancy Watford to get their second win of the season.
Well,
they should be.
You can't win twice in one weekend, mate, because we've already talked about Watford.
Wolves, sorry.
It's okay, don't worry.
You're upsetting me now. Wolves. They're like the things where you see around Forest, aren't they? Wolves.
No, Forest are in the Championship, lad.
We've literally got nothing to say about this.
No, Wolves should be confident going in. Burnley have started horrendously. So, I fancy that midfield, what they have, who everyone craves about, having a decent game. So, I fancy 2-0. 2-0 Watford. Wolves.
Did you just say everyone craves about?
Ruben Neves.
He did. Oh, not that craving one of them. Champions League, you're never.
I'm craving him.
Jay, please carry it on.
I think Burnley will win. Don't know why. I just want to move on from this game, so I'm going to go for 2-0 Burnley.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Clark Carlisle.
Hopefully Clark Carlisle's watching this game, and hopefully he's going to see Burnley play and win this game. I'm going to go for a Burnley 2-1.
You just keep on bringing Clark Carlisle up.
Say it again, Joe.
Clark Carlisle. Why just keep on bringing him up?
Why do I keep bringing Clark Carlisle up?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jay, why do you keep bringing Clark Carlisle? Clark Carlisle.
Fella might watch it, might need cheering up.
Moving on.
Oh, yeah, he might watch it. Might watch the show. Hopefully he does watch the show.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway.
There'd have been another attempt by now if you watched this.
Speaking of lack of attempts on goal, we'll talk about West Ham now because they're travelling to the Goodison Park to face Everton. This, to be honest, I'd love to see Everton beat West Ham because I'm starting to buy in now to this whole. To be honest, the players are so disappointing. It just doesn't look like they're playing for the manager, to be honest. And it's only 5 games into the season, and they seem to just be wanting to do whatever they want to do.
It seems as though you're talking about us here.
Yeah.
Go carry on.
Okay, move on. It just seems like West Ham aren't playing for the manager. Things aren't going well, so they're just doing whatever they feel is best. Whereas they should be kind of trusting what the manager's saying and wants them to do. But so I'd kind of like to see them just get beaten and more criticism be piled on them. So, but then at the same time, it'd be great watching Hughes too next week on the podcast, just fucking melt down as well. I'm going to go for a 2-1 win to West Ham. That would be so funny. And to be honest, with good reason, only because I think, come back from the international break, there's going to be, they'll have had time on the training pitch, West Ham, with most of their players anyway. And I think Everton have got quite a lot of injuries, as you mentioned before, Joe. So, this could be.
Isn't it crazy that a West Ham team who spent all this money on all these top quality players have had the majority of the squad there for the international break?
Yeah,
You'd think they'd signed international players.
It's a great point. That, to be fair, like, how much they've spent, like you said. I'm not too sure how much exactly, but yeah, I think it's only Arnautovic.
Tell you what, they did spend 40 million on a Brazilian who didn't just play as number 9 up front for them and score 2 against that.
I was just typing in there is what's his name?
Felipe Anderson.
Felipe Anderson. If he's Brazilian or not.
I think he is.
He is. Yeah, I couldn't remember if he was on or wasn't.
Well, yeah, no, like you said, Richarlison just come off the back of a great performance for Brazil. Like I was saying in the group chat, to be honest, I was only joking when I said it's only El Salvador, because that's what people would say. However, you've got to beat what's in front of you. And, it's only El Salvador. So.
R9.
R9, yeah. No. He is looking a bit podgy, like, isn't he? What do you think going into this game? Are you confident or no?
No comment.
I'm looking forward to going to the game, but I'm not actually looking forward to watching it.
Are you craving this game, Joe?
No, I'm not. What I am craving is bleep, 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 bleep. That's what I am craving.
You're not getting any more fingers up your fucking arsehole.
No, that Huddersfield performance before the international break has probably knocked my confidence a bit going into this game. If we twatted Huddersfield, I would have been up for it. But just looking at our injury list at the moment, as it stands, it looks like none of them are going to be playing. I just expect a performance like what we saw against Huddersfield.
Oh, God.
Disjointed, is that what you're on about? Like,
not disjointed, just frustrating.
Yeah.
We just didn't have like control of our bodies, being able to kick a ball 5 yards to one another.
Is Richarlison back for this game? Sorry, mate.
No.
It's going to be 6 weeks until he can. Well, it will be 6 weeks until he can play again next week.
So, was the ban that long? Did he get banned for that long?
He got banned this third game of the season. Then he missed the week after. Then two international weeks. This week, and then he's not back until next week, or available until next week. Well, whatever.
So what you were saying about West Ham having got a £50 million international who's just scored 2 goals? Well, neither of you at the minute.
Man was more a point of the value for money.
Isn't it funny how our international centre-forward, Brazilian centre-forward, has scored more goals in 2 games?
Then what?
For us, than Felipe Anderson has.
Yeah, no, it's a good point. I thought you were going to be honest, when you said Brazilian centre forward, I thought you were going to bring Firmino into the debate, but never mind.
And he had scored more than him.
Yeah,
he scored fucking more than him. He scored more than him.
To be honest, you do throw your B players out in the friendlies, don't you? That's all I can say about that. What are your thoughts going into this game? What do you want to see from this game?
Mark Noble breaking his leg in 3 places.
Wow. To be honest, Jay, that's very low, especially after James McCarthy did something similar last year.
Why are you bringing that up?
Well, that's what you just said, break his leg in 3 places.
Typical.
After what happened to James McCarthy, I didn't think you'd go that low, but you'd have.
Typical. Wow. To bring an injury like that up. I know. Thought you had more class about you than that, Danny.
Yeah, standards are fucking low, aren't they, Jay?
Honest to God.
Just give us a result, Jay.
2 places. No. I'd be happy as long as we don't get beat.
Really?
Tune in next week for a sad Jay Wilson.
In terms of the players we've got out and who's going to play on the right wing, yeah. Who's going to play right wing for us, Joe?
Walcott has got a rib injury. So if he's going to be playing, he's got to be, filled with paracetamol.
What ribs he got? What ribs?
I don't know. One of either the left or right.
He's definitely broke on himself to give himself a blowy.
Why is everyone quiet?
That kind of person, doesn't he?
What has annoyed me though is that he grew his hair a bit and he's got a knot in it now.
See, this is why I shave my head, because I can't handle this kind of bullying from you, Joe.
No, he hasn't. He doesn't have long enough hair, to have one of them puff knots in.
It's all the trends.
One of them what?
What?
One of them what?
Gammons. Shall I just give me a result and move on from this game?
Yeah, you should, mate.
I don't really want to say too much on this game, and I'll save that till next week.
My heart is saying 3-1, but my head is saying 1-1.
But you haven't got a heart to go with your head.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
I think 1-1 as well, to be fair.
1-1, yeah.
This is live on Sky Sports News as well.
Which?
4 p.m.
This show's live on Sky Sports News right now.
Everton West Ham.
I was going to say. Fucking Jim White sat with his cock out. Southampton Brighton, last game of the weekend. Saving the best to last, as usual. Mark Hughes, after quite an impressive win, actually, against Palace a couple of weeks ago. Coming into this game against Brighton, who are also doing quite well themselves, quite solid this year. Very surprising, but at the same time, quite impressive. What are your predictions and what are your thoughts on this game, Jay?
Derby, this, isn't it?
No.
It's a South Coast derby. It's one of them ones where they haven't got another football team in a 100-mile radius, so they call it a derby.
Yeah, no, that's Southampton Bournemouth, mate.
This is classed as like a South Coast derby.
Southampton and Bournemouth is a derby because they're both close to each other. I'm not sure if this counts as a derby right there.
It gets called a South Coast derby.
Only by you, mate, maybe. I mean, I'm prepared to be wrong. I am. Don't worry. Just give me one sec.
Battle of the homosexual towns.
The South Coast derby.
Southampton, Portsmouth, and Bournemouth are both right by each other. Brighton is quite far away, yeah, but I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. Oh well. What do you think anyway, Jay, about this derby?
Hang on, I'm searching Brighton Football Club rivals. Hang on, it's Brighton and Hove Albion, innit?
Yeah.
Joe, what do you think of this game, mate? Fucking hell.
I'm really not interested in this game. Moving on.
Sound like, to be honest, it sounds exactly like that. What do you think?
Yeah, I was really gutted that Mark Hughes secured his first 3 points last time out away at Palace. My foot went really deep there.
What's wrong, Jay?
Getting confused between Crystal Palace and Southampton.
Yeah, I know you're on, mate.
It's
quite weird how their rivalry came about, though, isn't it? I'm not even going to go into it, though, because I can't be asked, but it was over the naming of the what's it called? Like the nickname, wasn't it? Because one was called, I don't know if it was Brighton, were called one of them were called the Seagulls or whatever, and
Brighton's the Seagulls.
Yeah, and something like, didn't he try and call himself? I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Palace of the Eagles.
Yeah. Don't know why. Anyway, Joe, what's your prediction?
0-0.
Okay. Jay, what's your prediction?
I think a 2-2.
Okay.
I think it'll be a good little game, this.
Yeah, me too. I'm hoping... Well, sorry, this game's actually Monday night. I've just realised. What a great game to start your Monday off with. 2-0 to Southampton, I'm going to say. Fantastic way to end it, wasn't it?
Can I just ask before we do end it, because we haven't really spoke about it much?
Yeah, go on.
What's everyone's views on Mark Hughes?
Go on, I'll let you go off on one. Go ahead.
Go on, Jay.
I personally think the job he did at Stoke was great. However, I just don't
It weren't great at all.
Why wasn't it?
I agree. They were a stable team as it was.
Were they?
Yeah.
Lower mid-table.
Yeah,
Constantly being involved in a relegation battle. That's not very stable, is it?
No, but they never went down, did they?
No, but that's when he came in. He came in and stabilised them, I think. Anyway. I mean, Tony Pulis did a fantastic... He did a great job.
He left them in a worse state than he joined them.
Yeah, no, that's fair, but he also stabilised them, so...
How if he left them in a worse state than when he
I don't think he's... obviously Tony Pulis is obviously going to be the... When they talk about how they were stabilised, Tony Pulis is going to be the first name you mention because he brought them up and kept them up a few times, but I think Mark Hughes done well to stabilise them. I think what you've got with Stoke is it's a situation where you want to be hard to beat because you don't want to go down, but at the same time you want to start playing good football and maybe pushing towards Europa League places or hopefully eventually Champions League. But they haven't got the players. They're not the right club to be playing football. And the way they were always set up and the way they still are set up is, Stoke, the horrible bastards, the team to play kind of thing, aren't they? You're always going to think to yourself, cold, wet, rainy night in Stoke, aren't you? Because that's what they're known for. They're known for being horrible and having a tall squad and being horrible to play against.
I just think he needs his hard drive inspecting.
Yeah, he's definitely got... Never mind, I'm not even going to say. He's definitely got indecent images on his hard drive. But so is Joe, so let's not judge.
I think that's why Joe doesn't like him.
I've got something to say about Mark Hughes.
Okay.
1 minute. Just fill the time.
Fill the time. Let's do a visual.
Okay, I'm ready.
Go on.
I've got something to say about him. Just listen. Here we go.
Mark Hughes is an old grey-headed Welsh sex offender. Loves chatting to little vulnerable boys in the park who are looking for their dads. Hughes also loves smelling socks after they've been took from the school's lost property.
That's all I have to say about Mark Hughes.
Oh my fucking god!
I think we should wrap that up.
That was fantastic. I love it. I really do.
Shall we play it one more time?
Yeah, we should. Go on.
Mark Hughes is an old grey-headed Welsh sex offender. Loves chatting to little vulnerable boys in the park who are looking for their dads. Hughes also loves smelling socks after they've been took from the school's lost property.
Oh my god! I wonder what that song smells like.
I think that should be the thumbnail. If I send you the picture of it.
The picture of what? The words that you've typed down.
Yeah.
It's alright. I'll just put it in the title. Don't worry. Yeah, imagine that. That's going to get a lot of clicks from Mark Hughes as a sex offender. Although not convicted, I might add.
Okay.
Hopefully we get a few predictions right. Hopefully that prediction by Joe is not right, because otherwise there's a lot of phone calls, a lot of questions.
I think it's the most likely.
Oh, right. Thank you for listening or watching or whatever you did. Like the video, please. Comment down below what you thought. let us know your predictions as well. Joe, do you want to start? Do you want to finish this off with a song again?
A song?
Yeah.
Okay, you ready? I'll put this one on. You ready? Danny?
Yeah, I'm ready. Go ahead.
Ready?
Mark Hughes is an old grey-headed Welsh sex offender. Loves chatting to little vulnerable boys in the park who are looking for their dads. Hughes also loves smelling socks after they've been from the school's lost property.
Thanks for watching On the Fence. Take care.